This is the Iron Trader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30. That was about 15 minutes ago. So we're going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only. Not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, buy the ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right. Here we have crude, your daily chart. Now, before we get started here, it looks like OPEC left everything the same. They're going to be doing a cut of 2.2 million barrels per day. And that's pretty much it. And then tomorrow, Friday at 1 o'clock, you'll have the rig count. And the EIA report is posted here on the support and resistance levels here after the charts. All right, let's take a look here on the old daily chart. Well, let's do just a quick review here. We're watching this 8 SMA. Price is going right up nicely here. Now, I always said the one that wants the prices above, then she goes up real nicely. Once that price gets below, then it fights it the whole way. Now, this was the breakout candle. You're looking at 76.18. You had a really nice breakout on this candle. It's 77.51. Then we had a nice set of higher highs. But you can see where this candle here got as high as 79.29. And basically, you went right here into the 100 SMA. Also, if you take the charts and go right across, what do we have here for resistance? Well, you got a really nice double top. The candle right there, you're looking at 79.60 and then 79.77. And that was your good resistance levels here for your candle here. Okay, that happened here just a little while ago. Okay, so then what we did is we had a nice green candle. Now, this was a really good scalping candle because it came all the way down to the 8 SMA here, held that, and then right on up. That was a really good day trade right there. Now, when you look at this candle, you're looking at the high of 78.14, and then this candle right next to it is 78.11. So that was your double top in play. And then you had a big-ass red candle, which basically pretty much engulfed what you have there. So that's usually the first tell that when it closes below that 8 SMA, she's going to go lower. Now, today's candle, well, we popped up. We got about half that distance of the previous day candle, came right on down. And what I told you this morning, if you watch my video, watch the key 21 SMA here at 74.11, and then watch your key 50 SMA right below it at 73.67. So what do we have here on your 21 day is 74.11. Right now, the current price is 74.21. Okay, so you're above that. Now, what do we have here? Your 50-day, 73.67, and the low on crude today was 73.70. So you came within 3 cents, okay, 3 cents of this 50 SMA. See, this is why you trade the charts. Okay, so when all these people are saying guess on it and they say, oh, the crude's going here, crude's going there, they don't have a clue. Trade the charts. You came in within 3 frickin' cents, okay, of that 50 SMA here. How sweet is this, okay? So now what we have to do is we have to look at today's candle. You had the high of 76.95. You had a low of 73.70, and then you had a closing price of 74.23. So when the futures open here today at 6 bells, you want to watch all 3 of those to make sure to see where we stand. And then you also want to watch this key 21 SMA here, and you want to watch that key 50 SMA. Now, if this is lost, then we'll come down to this candle here. This will be your support level next at 72.56. And then we'll have 72.10, and we'll come to this candle. You're looking at 71.23, and then we have your nice retest of your double bottom at 70.50. Okay, there was your 70.47, there was your 70.50, higher low, boom, right on up. Okay, now, if that is lost, then we'll come over to this candle at 70.06, and then your candle at 69.28, which is basically your price channel. That will be your big target if your 21-day and your 50-day is lost here, okay? Now, again, if that's lost, well, then we just follow the candles to the left. You have 69.11, you have 68.80. We have that 68.22, and then your big retest is that 67.71. Now, on the upside, what do we need to do? Well, what you want to do is you want to give yourself, if this can hold it, well, your resistance now is going to be the bottom of this candle. You're looking at 75.16. We'll come to yesterday's low at 75.52. And then we have on this candle here, you're looking at 75.85. And then your key level basically is your 8 SMA at 76.24. If you can get above that key 76.24, we look to today's high, 76.95, and then 77.54. Your 200-day, that will be your key level. But what it needs to do is reclaim this 8 SMA here. Then you got a shot at 77.54. Above that, we'll come right here to this candle right here. You're looking at 78.14. You have 78.26, and then your retest there of 79.29, and then obviously right above it is that 79.34, your old Hondo. Okay, so now we know exactly where you're going to go. Upside, key level, watch your 8-day, watch your 200-day. Above that, your retest 79.29. If, okay, you lose this 21 SMA here and this 50 SMA, well, then we just follow the candles all the way down. But you'd probably be looking here at the very least is this 70.50. That would be that double dot bottom in play, and then 69.28, which would be your big retest. Now, RSI here, there's no divergence. It's just heading right on down. Your MACD is still bullish. It's the green is above your red, but, you know, we got to see how that's all going to shake out. Now, again, if you can hold this area, this is going to be a nice, great scalping opportunity to get back to that 8 SMA and possibly that 200 SMA, okay? But at least that 8 SMA, okay, so right now you're sitting at 74 and change. You can get back to that 76. That could give you two really, really nice points, okay? So that's what the market is right now. It's a scalper's market, long, short, long, short. So today I scalped the old SCO, which is basically the short, and I got a $1.20 out of that, and that worked out pretty good. I was trading 3,000 shares, so that worked out very, very well. So let's take a look here on a weekly chart and a monthly. Okay, here we have the old weekly, and here you have the old monthly. Now, when you punch this up here, you can see that 50-day, how nice and holding everything. Again, it's a monthly chart. So basically for the month. So we just started the month now. We got to see how that's all going to shake out. But if you look at that 200-day, you're basically looking 73.76. That's going to be a level support. And your 8 SMA here at 79.31 will be resistance. If you can get above that, then you have your 80.99. Now that 8 SMA comes in very, very nice. When you remember on the daily chart, you look at that 100-day SMA here, it lined up very, very nice, and it lined up very, very nice here with the top of the recent high. Okay, so that works out all very, very good. Now, let's just take a look here on the weekly. I've been watching this MACD here. It tried to crawl up, couldn't crawl like above it, so now you're basically sideways action here. Your RSI looks good here. This is still bearish. It needs to cross right on above. But we look at this candle here, beautiful. Okay, we had that wedge going down here, okay? There's that series, low, higher low, higher low, high, lower high, lower high, wedgie, boom, popped right up nice here. But you notice you couldn't do pretty much any follow through. So far for this week, you got 1 day left. It ran into this 21 SMA, but it didn't close above, okay? So now you sold right on off here, but you notice, what did it hold? So far, you're holding that key, 73.68. Today's low, 73.70. You came within 2 cents of that bad boy, okay? So, you know, not too bad. That's why you want to trade the old charts, okay? But remember, don't have any opinion, you know, don't have any feelings, don't nothing. You're here to make money. Trade the charts. Not going to buy the bottom. You're not going to sell the top. Get that meet in the middle by Friday. You start on Monday. By Friday, boom, pile of cash in your pocket. That's exactly why you're doing this, okay? So what we want to watch on the downside is you want to watch this key here tomorrow on a closing basis, because tomorrow's a Friday, it'll be the last for the week, 73.68, need to close above. If that's lost, we can come down to last week's candle, 72.56, and then you have your 71.82. Now, that's lost, and we just follow the candles, 70.50. You got 70.13 here, and then we have 69.28. That's lost. There's that 68.80, and then your big retest here, 67.71. On the upside, well, want to just follow those candles right on up here. So you got 74.63, 75.25, and then we have your 76.18, and then we're looking at that 50-day 77.34. If you can get above, then you look at that 77.09. That is going to be the big retest. Okay, so right now this 8-day is still very, very bullish. You're just curling right on up here, very, very nicely here. But again, you still got time here for the seasonality trade. Now remember, this weekend on Saturday, I'm going to post all the seasonality charts for crude, for natural gas, for all the indexes, and then I'll show you exactly here when seasonality will be kicking in. Now remember, when seasonality kicks in, you go all the way through Memorial Day. Then you have a little pullback, but then you hit all the way through to July. Then you have a little pullback, but then you have, remember, you got hurricane season starting in September till the end of September. And then when you get to the end of September, then you want to go short ski all the way till the first week of December. And I'll show you that all this weekend when I punch up all those charts. But right now here, on the downside, watch that key, 73.69. If that's lost here on a weekly basis, 72.56, 71.82. On the upside, we can just follow the candles, 74.63, 75.25, 76.18. But your bad boy right here is that 77.39. You need to climb above if you can. 79.09 is your big target. Now, I'm going to show you a side-by-side charts that I put up here. Okay, this is what I trade here. This is your daily chart. Okay, I got piles and piles of charts. Okay, but remember, I have 2 PCs and I have 10 screens going. So I can, and most of those screens are all double screen. So I can put up charts up the yin yang here. Okay, now this sold right on down here. Okay, and then here's the UCO. So this is why you always want to trade the commodity or chart the commodity. This here I just chart because side by side, but you don't really want to go off of that 50-day and that 221 SMA. You want to use this chart, and wherever that ends up is what you buy here. Okay, so that's what you always want to remember. Now, the UCO here got as low as 27.11. I got in at 27.20, and then it rallied all the way up to 27.75. Boom, got right out of that there, made 55 cents on that bad boy. And I'll trade in 3,000 shares. And that happened like in an absolute instant, okay? So always look at here if you're trading something like the UCO. Again, there's a lot of ways to trade. You can do the ETFs, UCO, you can use SCO like a one-time leverage, or, you can do options, you can do futures. There's a zillion ways to trade. This is just how I trade because I always look at the simpler you can make something, the easier it is to make the money, okay? Versus all this complicated things. You're just off. I've been doing this a long time. Simple, simple, simple. That is the key here. But this was a really nice scalp here for that, like a day trade, and gave you, a nice 55. Gave me a nice 55 cents there on that 3,000 shares. So that was really good. So if you are trading something like a ETF, just put them side by side, but always watch, the actual commodity. You can do the same thing with natural gas. Always watch the actual commodity versus what the ETF is. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with natty gas. All right, here we have the old natural gas hourly 4-hour chart. Now, the EIA report came out there, and it didn't even meet expectations. It's all posted for you right here at the end of all these charts, but it didn't meet expectations. Right now, you got a shoulder season going on here. I know where I am, it's really warm. The ski resorts are digging it, but they can make their own snow once they get that base. But other than that, everything is just melting. It's what is it? It's 42 degrees here today. So, there's really no need for the old natty gas here right now. Now, you can see where it rallied up, 2.618. The reason it did that, because we look at this candle right here. Okay, you see that? 2.166. And this is 2.168. Okay, so you're right there. That's why she rallied up, and then she pulled right on back here now. Okay, so now what you did is you put even in a lower low here, and now we have some sideways action. So on the upside, we want to watch that 2.06. We want to watch your 50-day at 2.10, your 21-day 1.1, and then we want to go 1.4, and then your retest there is at 2.68. Okay, if that 2.03 loses it, I'm going to show you here on a daily and weekly 1.94. That is going to be your target here. Now, here on your 4-hour chart, same thing. Really nothing. You got a trading channel there now, so you got that 2.03 and you got 2.16. We'll see if that trading channel here actually is going to hold. All right, let's take a peek ski here at the old daily and weekly. All right, here we have the daily, the weekly. So net gas sitting at 2.034. All right, so when you look at here, and then we go all the way back to the chart here, what do you see? 2.03. Okay, so that is exactly where you're looking at. Now, that could be a possible double bottom, possible. Okay, but again, I'm not saying that that's what it is. So basically what you're looking at here is right here, okay? See the 2.031 right here? And then we look at this candle right here, 2.031. That's basically what you're looking at. There's your double bottom in play. Now, again, if that's lost, we'll come over to this candle. You're looking at 1.99, and then your big retest here is 1.946. Now, again, at 1.946, I have everything posted for you, exactly where you can go. And your big retest on your monthly chart is actually 1.44. So this could come off even harder. Now, I scalped cold today. Really good. I got 6 points out of KOLD. I wasn't trading that much. I think I traded about 800 shares on cold today. Because I was doing stuff with scalping on the UCO and the SEO. And then, the cold day, I got 6 points. I have trading 800 shares. So, it's still not that bad. You add it all up with this and that, got a pretty good day. Okay, so what this really needs to do is you got to get back above this price channel, sitting at that 2.35. So right now, it just doesn't seem to want to be doing anything. Okay, you had a really kind of a decent run here, but really you just have a channel that's building here of these 4 days. The key is going to be a close above that 2.16. If you can, we'll come right to the candle there at 2.23. 2.27, basically 2.9, and then we'll come here to this candle. You're looking at 2.31, and then we have 2.32. So again, if you can get above that candle at that 2.16, that's your gap, and then you have to come all the way up to this candle here, 2.42 for the fill. So gap and fill. But in the meantime, you have a lot of good resistance areas, targets that you can shoot for. So say it breaks up here. Well, then the next thing you're going to be looking for is right there. And then I say go there. Well, then we look here, here. And then what we can do is we look here, here. And then we can look, hey, wow, what do we have here? Okay, 2.38. And then we have 2.40 before we get there. And then we always have this critical 8 SMA. See this bad boy? 2.35. She's just right on the way down here. So as this moves up, that's going to become very, very big resistance until you can get the price above it. Once you get it above it, then we know we can rally up. Your RSI, you still have that positive divergence because you got a low there, a low, an even lower low here, and then we have low here. But again, even though you have the positive divergence, this is on that contract roll, so it isn't really a true reading as you're trading kind of a situation here. So we got to see how that's all going to shake out. So you got your MACD going on here. That's still very, very bearish. Your green is below your red. That is never good. So bottom line here, watch that 2.03. If that is lost here, we come down to 199, 1.99, and 1.946 is your target. Above, you really need to get here above this 2.16. Then you can work your way up here to the gap fill at 2.42. So when we look at this candle, this red candle here, we had 2 days. This is like a possible bear flag going because you never made the highs above that with that candle, and then a big ass red candle today. So we got to see how that's going to shake out here tomorrow. All right, that's what I got for you on the crude and the natty gas. I'll be back tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we'll do it all over again. Thanks for watching.